And it's time for another basic beer review. You might notice that I've got a little bit nasally and a bit throaty at the moment. I'm coming down. I've just come off a bit of a cold. I'm all better now, but it's still in my nose for some reason. Still got this thing in my nose, but I can taste and I can smell my beer, so that's the main thing. So if you notice that I've not released them that often, the videos, that's because I've been just dipping into my stash and just releasing all the ones I had saved up, and now I've got to do new ones because I've run out. Now the thing was, when I started getting better, you'll notice that the Perfect Draft is on. Oh yes, the Perfect Draft is on. It's never on. It is on because I got a keg of Lowenbrau from a bottle shop a bit ago, and I said when the weather gets nice, I'm going to whack it in the Perfect Draft and I'm going to drink it. So I thought, well, you know what, let's do that. And now that it's in the Perfect Draft, I'm going to do this now before I drink it all, because I will drink it all otherwise. So let's grab my bottle opener, which is just over here. There we go. So grab my bottle opener. So what I'm going to do is, as the title suggests, I'm going to see if there's much of a difference between the Lowenbrau you get in a bottle and the Lowenbrau you get in a Perfect Draft keg. And why not? It's just a laugh, isn't it? Let's face it. So what should I pour for? I'm going to pour the draft first because it takes a bit of time to settle sometimes. We'll see. So this keg, I've had a bit out of it already, so we'll have to see how it goes. But oh god, 45 degrees going all over the floor. But it's, yeah, very lively indeed. I couldn't have poured that any more conservatively. I don't really know how you do that. I think I'm doing it wrong though. I think the way you do a Perfect Draft is different from that. I think you're supposed to start very, very gently and then go more as you get closer to the end. But anyway, that's going to settle. Anyway, you get a nice fluffy head there. It's a good job I poured that first, showing my complete lack of Perfect Draft pouring skills there. But well. It is settling. It is settling, and to be honest, you always end up with more than you think you're getting because, well, there you go, look at that. Anyway, let's pour this one while that one is settling. So, here we go. So, I'll pour this one, and we'll see what we're getting with this. So, yeah, we're not getting much head there at all, are we? Going to have to pour this quite... So, as expected, there we go. The kind of head we're getting there is very different in a bottle than it is in a glass, but having said that, now I've done that, let's give it a bit of a tap. It's not... This is a slightly dirtier glass by the look of it. There we go. It's getting better. So there you go. So we got the two there. We got the Perfect Draft on the left, and we've got the bottle on the right. And I think we need a little bit more in there. So it's not going to be blind this or anything like that. It's just going to be tasting them, seeing if there's any difference, just for me to see whether I think there's any difference, and whether there's any difference in the smell, any difference in the taste, and any difference in the body. So. Certainly, we're getting a creamier head from the Perfect Draft, which we will do. With a draft pint will tend to give you a fluffier, slightly creamier head. That one's a bit more washing soap bubble-y kind of thing, washing up liquid kind of bubbles. That one's seems to be dissipating more quickly, but this one was a massive head at first. I think this is a little bit colder than this one because the Perfect Draft keeps it to 3 degrees. I don't think my fridge quite goes as cold as 3 degrees, but I've turned it down recently because the weather's getting warmer. Anyway, let's go for an old nose and see what the nose is giving me with the bottle first. So I'm getting lemon and syrup. So lemon and syrup up front there. And a little bit of malt. Lemon, syrup, a little bit of malt, smells great. Very, very nice indeed. But again, I'm not liking those bubbles on the outside of the glass. This is a really filthy glass. There you go, that's better. And this one, let's go for this one, see what's going on with this. Not getting much there. Let's give it a swirl. So slightly milder on the nose, but similar as expected. Similar nose. It's the same beer. Let's face it. So I'm not expecting much difference between the nose and the taste, but obviously, as you can see there, the head retention, much bigger head retention on the draft poured one. Than this one, but obviously the glass is a bit dirtier, then it's going to get rid of the head quicker. Anyway, but I'm getting a lot more. I'm getting a lot more smell from this, but I think that's because this one, the smell's having to come through the head. But the smell I'm getting is very similar. It's malty, it's syrupy, it's lemony. It smells like a really good German Helles. Really enjoying that. Very nice indeed. This one is noticeably colder than this one. I don't know whether that will be. We'll tell that during the taste or anything. I don't know. But anyway, so let's go in for the old taste anyway. So I'm going to dive in for the old taste and see how this one goes. Cheers. So yeah, very refreshing. A little bit of bitterness. Nice sweet malt in there. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of syrup. Really well balanced. It's Lowenbrau. It's great. What can I say? Let's have a go on this one now. Cheers. So noticeably colder. And noticeably smoother. Now because it's colder, I'm not getting as much flavour from this as I am from this. But I didn't get as much nose from this as I did from this, which again is strange because of how cold it is shouldn't affect the nose. But yeah, I'm getting the nose there though. I'm getting a bit of coldness coming up the nose as I'm tasting though. Let's try another taste. Yeah, it is. It has got noticeably less flavour this one than this one. Or has it? Yeah, I think it has. So you still have to tell them how much is it. How much of it is just because it's colder. And if it's colder, there's not so much flavour. Or maybe it's just the sweetness isn't coming through as much on this. There's a bit more sweetness, I think, with this one. The flavour is very similar on both, though, but this is smoother than this one, obviously. Now, price-wise, the bottle was £3 a bottle. The keg was £37 for a keg, which makes it just over £3 for a 500ml bottle in price. So they're very similar price point. Which one do I prefer? That's the question. I don't know is the answer. This one reminds me of all those lovely German house beers that I was reviewing during the Ultimate Supermarket Lager Championship. And this is different because it's so much smoother. It's still got the carbonation. It's got a lovely head retention there, but it's a smoother pint overall. I mean, that's going down really well. I mean, let's face it, it's the same beer. That's smoother than that one. I'm thinking this one's got a bit more taste because it's not as cold. And, you know, there you go. Maybe a wasted experiment. I kind of knew that would be the outcome. But, yeah. There's probably a little bit of metallic in the taste there. Not in this. That one's got a cleaner taste than that one. It is the same stuff. It's the Lowenbrau Mountain of Hell, but in a keg instead of in a bottle. What can I say? There you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. Yeah, I think I prefer this. But obviously, similar price. You might want to get it by the bottle because then you don't have to drink a whole keg. Let's face it. So there you go. Nothing more to say. Hope you enjoyed this. There wasn't much to it, but it was something that I had to do before I drank all the Lowenbrau, which it's not going to last long, this keg, let's face it. It's very, very nice. But there you go, I thought I've got to try it against the bottled stuff, and there you go. It's colder, it's smoother, and it's better. It's got a nicer head, and, well, look at the difference there. That's not just the dirtiness of the glass that's doing that. It's just a altogether better experience. Let's just put it like that. Anyway, all done. Until next time, have a good one.